that caught her attention. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome. We are going to do some cool work with this little tool here. Oh, one of her, one of her favorite things is the BALL. So she is very focused. Sorry, this is entertaining. Gotta love doing live things. We just got back from actually a run. This is not for you. Okay, we just got back from a run. So this is typically prep work prior to your walks, your runs, your workouts, ankle, knee, hip work. And it's not going to take us very long. That's the sweet part. I love doing this right away in the morning. So I think we're gonna maximum 7 minutes of work. Okay, I'm gonna guesstimate that, but I say anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes, but you can do it quicker once you get used to it. Okay, so you're gonna take that ball underneath of your left foot. Hopefully Zoey will leave me alone in a moment. And all we're gonna just do is work in the arch of the foot. So all of this movement, we're gonna spend a little bit more time this first time going through. If you utilize this video again on repeat, and or maybe write it down. Write down, we're going to be going through 1, working with the foot, 2, working with the calf and outside of the calf along the shin, and 3 into the glute and hip. 3 areas, okay? So you can do 30 seconds to 60 seconds of each location and in each practice. Okay, speaking of which, let's switch it up. So we were just working in through that arch. Now, I'm gonna stop talking about what we're going to be doing. Let's focus on what we are doing. You're gonna take that ball underneath of the toes. And I want you to think of pressing those toes down, like fanning the toes to the ball. I'll turn this way so you can see what I'm doing. And all I'm going is from my big toe mound over to my little toe mound. So what I'm doing here is I'm creating space in for our feet. Many of us wear, especially women, shoes. Yes, we all know what I'm talking about, that are not appropriate for our feet, okay? Bare feet is best, obviously, and or shoes that allow your feet to be in their natural position. Okay, so we're going from side to side, a couple more seconds here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna just take that ball, we're gonna hug it with our toes, and we're gonna shift our weight into that ball, press down, hold here, take a nice big breath in, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then release that ball and just stand on that left foot. Oh, notice the difference from right to left. We've created a bunch of space, right? We've worked in through those muscles, that soft layer of tissue. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing on the right foot now, or whatever opposite foot. I don't know if I said I was starting on the left. That's okay. Other foot, working in that arch. Now, in that arch, which I didn't say on the other foot, you might notice some spots where you're like, ooh, that's a little bit tender or tight. So what you can do is just stop the foot rolling forward and back, okay? And just hold for a second, maybe give a little bit of pressure. We do not want pain. So just a little bit of force if that feels okay. And maybe you take it even into like a circular motion around that area, just to kind of work through any of those little areas. Okay, one more here. 10 more seconds, and then we're going to come into that fanning of working big toe mound to little toe mound. All right, let's switch to that there. So taking it towards just below those toes, and you're just taking it back and forth here. Okay, so we've spent a little bit longer. We're about a minute per, just because I'm talking us through. Okay, but you can do, honestly, you can do 20, 30 seconds, and you will still feel the benefits. You can do this daily, 3-4 times throughout your week. Amazing. Okay, from here, let's take it into that press down. So hugging those toes, shifting that weight forward, make sure the leg is not locked out. Take a big breath in, 5, 4, 3, 2, someone's tired from their 1, release that. And then again, just standing on those feet. Already, you should start to feel some difference. Extra circulation and blood flow as well. Okay, we're gonna come down to a seated position. We're gonna go into the calf first, okay? So just in behind that, all we're gonna do, simple, okay? You get to just hang out. I like to bend in my other leg, take those hands in behind you to support. I'm gonna turn myself a little bit so you can see. All we're doing is pointing and flexing through that toe. Okay, one thing you can add, maybe you don't feel so much, so you can add an internal rotation from the hip. You might start to feel something. So we've just done a run, so I'm kind of feeling a little bit tight, okay, and especially through those calf muscles. Or you can take it into an external rotation. We are going to work the outside of the calf coming up next. Just a couple more, point and flex. Maybe you lower that ball slightly down, more into the middle of the calf. You might start to feel some different things there. You can play around with that, okay? And then we're going to switch this up. We're going to take our legs, or at least our left leg, into a 90-90 position. Okay, so I like to take both. If that's comfortable for you, perfect. We're going to take that ball. We turn and show you just below the knee. We're going to work it down towards just above the ankle. So all we're doing is we're just going to hold that ball. We're going to take that, sorry, I'm on the left leg. I should have said that. Take that right hand, just add a little bit of pressure. Take a big breath in, flex the toes up and in. Give a little bit of pressure. Good, move that ball down an inch. Do the same thing, big breath in. Give a little bit of pressure. It's only a little bit too, so it's not very much. Do that again, move it down an inch. Big breath in. Give a little bit of pressure. And it could be intense if it is tight along your shin, fibula. Breathing here, taking your time, just working your way down. Good. Getting really close to that ankle. You might have one or two left here. Big breath in. And then the last one, I'm just going to roll it towards my ankle. Oh, that feels really good. Big breath in. Nice job. Okay, switch it to the other side, right leg calf. Okay, so we just go right underneath that calf, find that little point, take those hands in behind, bend in that opposite leg. We start with that point and flex of that right leg, or whatever leg you're working on, you know what you're doing. Flex and point. All right, feeling all the feels. And again, maybe adding that external and internal rotation. Playing around, shifting the ball slightly up or slightly down, just finding those places that probably don't get enough love. All right, going a couple more times here. So we're at about 6 minutes. Not too bad. Actually, you know what, we're about under that because our first little introduction with the pup was long. Okay, let's take that ball now to the base of the knee on the outside. We come into that 90-90 shape. If you feel comfortable also just keeping that leg bent, you can do it that way as well. Okay, so finding that nice little spot, taking that big breath in, adding that slight little pressure down onto that knee. And you are just working with your breath. Maybe you're going to stay for 2-3 cycles of breath. If you find a place where it's like, ooh, there's some tenderness there, there's some tightness, or those toes are in flexion, big breath in, big breath out. And just slowly shifting that ball as you breathe. She keeps hearing that word. Your eyes are not closed. You guys can't see her face. Just laying there listening, taking your time, inch by inch, moving that ball down. Most of us are dog lovers or animal lovers anyways. So hopefully you guys don't mind if she's part of the videos. Okay, we're making our way down towards that ankle. Again, just adding that slight little bit of pressure. That feels good. Maybe one more. Ooh, getting into that ankle. One more big breath in. Release. Okay, next one is one of my favorites. So we're going to go back to the left side. So don't do the leg you were just working on. Go back to the other starting side. We're going to make our way just onto our backs. We get to place this ball right in the glute. Okay, so think of your pelvis, the shape of your pelvis and where your glute med and max are, right? So the main glute muscle. We're aiming for in there. So it's not on your outside hip bone. We shouldn't be touching anything but the glutes. So you're just going to place that ball, finding a spot. And all you're going to do actually is drop. So whatever side we're working on, you just drop that knee open and in, open and in. So you're kind of just doing like a little bit of a rock and maybe a slight shift of weight onto that ball as that knee comes open. A little bit of a roll. And again, you can move that ball around a couple of times. So maybe just making sure you're finding any of those places, holy moly, so good, so needed. Keep going there. Again, spending 30 to 60 seconds. You can go a little bit more. I would not do more than 2 minutes max per area. Okay, let's do 2 more here. Open and in and out. Hold it there. Taking a big breath in and then release. Good. Switching to the other side. Oh, I can already start to feel that difference. So good. So now we're working the other side. That ball comes underneath the other glute. And again, we start with that knee dropping out and then coming in. So it's just a rotation from the hip, dropping that knee, and then bringing it back. So good. So good. Gotta love a little. It's some self-care for sure. It's a little bit of a massage, if you will, so it's not always enjoyable. Remember, you can keep shifting through with that ball if you need to. Oh, I'm just laughing at the dog with her little introduction. Too cute, too cute. All right, let's do 2 more, out and in, and then hold on this last one, taking that nice big breath in, relaxing through that glute. And a big exhale. Amazing job. Amazing job. Oh, she knows that word. She thinks that she's going to get it, but she does not. I hope you find that very helpful. I encourage you to do it more on a weekly basis, even if you can get in 2 times a week where you pick a couple of days that works for you, or if you are a walker or a runner, do it before that, or you're doing it before you're training. Amazing place to start. Highly recommend. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something about you and your body. I will see you again soon. Bye, everyone.